gosh. Oh my goodness. It's vlogmas again. Are you ready? I'm not ready. It's 2 o'clock. I've been like anticipating this for the past 2 weeks. Super excited, and then I just got really nervous to start actually doing it. So we just had to do it. Here we are, Vlogmas Day 1, 2018. So, welcome to Vlogmas Day 1. First thing I want to say is thank you for everyone that has watched my day in the life of an occupational therapy video. It has, as of today, 5,000 views, which is insane. But I just want to say thank you for all of the comments that everyone has left me. It's been so fun responding back. I never really thought that I would do that. I don't know. I just make these videos for fun. So to have people watch and actually get some value from the video and really enjoy it makes me really happy. So hopefully we can continue to do that. But I wanted to say thank you so much for all of your views and your comments and your thumbs up and everything. So hopefully we can continue that. I'm in my garage so that I can keep putting up some Christmas decorations and put away all the fall things. I feel like it's already been a long day. I've been doing a lot of stuff to prepare for Vlogmas and just Christmas in general and life in general. So that's what we're doing, and you get to just jump on in. So right now I'm just putting all of my fall decorations away. Hopefully they will all fit into this box. Ooh, there's a lot of glitter in here. But about a month ago, I actually filmed and partially edited a video in response to a question that someone had asked about basically where to start on how to become an occupational therapist. And I never uploaded it. I don't know why, probably just out of laziness. Oh, this is a real pumpkin. I don't think I'm gonna pack that. I just feel bad throwing away these real pumpkins. Like, I don't know what else to do with it, but it has served its purpose in my life. I wanted to take a second and maybe answer that comment and kind of talk about what are the first steps to becoming an occupational therapist. There were 3 things that I talked about in the original video. The first thing was that if you don't know anything about occupational therapy or you're kind of on the fence, I would say just go and see if you can volunteer or find somewhere to kind of observe or watch or just work with people who either have a disability or are older, working with kids that maybe have a disability. Basically, just getting some experience to know that if you're really gonna like working with those types of people or with those populations, because I think a lot of people like go into it thinking they want to help people, but then they're like, crap, I don't have the patience to, you know, there's just a lot of skills that you might not realize that you need until you actually do it. So my first recommendation is to just volunteer your time either at a nursing home or the Special Olympics is always a good one. I volunteered at a special needs dance organization, and so I helped kids take dance classes, and we put on a recital. So it just takes a quick internet search. It's actually really easy. So my first suggestion is to just find opportunities to volunteer your time and see if that's something that you would really be interested in. I'm making some coffee and doing the laundry now. Also, I use a tiny step stool because that's how short I am. And if I don't have it, I cannot reach fully into the dryer. My second recommendation would be if you can find an OT to shadow or talk to. If you know you want to be an OT and you're already in the process of applying and doing all that, you know you have to have observation hours. Or if you're just starting, FYI, you have to have a significant amount of observation hours, which basically means you spend all day with an occupational therapist and you kind of observe what they do. Sometimes they'll, start letting you maybe do some simple tasks. Usually, they might ask you to do some things that like a tech might do, like clean all the equipment, put stuff away, that sort of stuff. So if you're new in your journey, that's probably the best step. See if you can find an OT, shadow them for a week or two. Multiple would be better, and multiple settings. My recommendation, or the easiest thing I think, is to find either privately owned clinics, which are sometimes harder, and like outpatient pediatric. And it's usually easier to get observations there because you don't have to go through the whole big system. So like Baylor is the big system in DFW. It's much harder to have to go through all these layers and processes to get inside the organization versus just, an outpatient clinic that doesn't have all those steps. So pediatric outpatient is usually the easiest, and then adult outpatient, that would be my recommendation. Also, how I got mine was just because either my parents or my friends knew somebody who was in the medical field or was an OT, and that's how I was able to say, hey, I want to come and serve. I'm friends with so-and-so, or my mom, and can I come shadow you because you like my mom, so therefore you like me. If you haven't really had any type of interaction with an OT and you want to find out more what they do, the first thing I would do is to volunteer your time, like I just said, with organizations that help people that aren't typical. So basically the elderly, children with disabilities, adults with disabilities, people with chronic illness, so people that might have a chronic disease like multiple sclerosis, or they might have cancer. All of those individuals are types of people that an occupational therapist has the potential to work with in their career. So if you've never interacted with anyone that has been like really, really sick, or has had a really bad injury, or uses a wheelchair, any of these really basic things, I would say you need to go spend some time with those individuals to figure out if that's something that you're comfortable with. Some people aren't. There's just some people that aren't comfortable with people that maybe don't have an arm, or that can't talk anymore because they've had a stroke, and there's something wrong with that. Some people are just not comfortable in those types of situations. So I think you need to know what you're comfortable with and what your strong suits are, and if you are able to work with different populations. And the best way to do that is to just volunteer your time, and it's not going to do anybody harm. You're doing something good. So and if you find out you don't like it, then you won't have wasted time and money trying to apply and get into school. So to be 100% honest, my mom would probably tell you that I was that type of person that was not comfortable around people that were really sick, or if we had to go to the hospital, it was like, no way, I don't want to go there. And then after, I can't remember if it was after OT school or while I was in school, we went to go visit one of my best friend's grandmothers in the hospital who was ill, and my mom commented on how different I was in that setting. So I think that even if you do have some fears or some trepidations about, sorry, I don't know if you can hear me. So even if you do have some fears or some trepidations about working with different populations, you might find your confidence, like I did, while you're going through school, and you kind of just have to like forced to be confident in your abilities. So if you do have some of those fears, just volunteer first. And if you still know you want to do it, but you might only be comfortable with kids who are small and easily wrangled, But yeah, you know, you'll gain the confidence just like I did. Yeah, I know, I'm not breaking these boxes down. There's not that many. Hopefully you'll gain the confidence and go from there. Dun-dun. Just cleaning, trying to make everything prepared basically for the next month that I'm spending with you lovely people. And actually tonight we are going to see a Christmas jazz show in Grapevine. I'm very excited. We actually went to see them for my birthday. His name is Ricky Derrick, and he has a band, although I think it switches. But Will went me to go see Ricky Derrick and his band for my birthday a couple months back. And we found out he was doing a Christmas show, and we absolutely loved him. So we are taking our friends Rico and Jen to go see that tonight. And that's in, what time is it? It's in like a couple of hours, and y'all get to come, and I'm excited too because I think we'll get to go on Main Street and see some Christmas lights. Woohoo!
I'm the Grinch in the videos.
Will's first appearance in the vlogmas. It is 5:50. We're at a red light, that's why I'm red right now. We are headed to dinner before the Christmas show. Tickets, although we were picking them up at will call, but I was going to have the email pulled up.
That would be appropriate for the will call individual, I would think.
Yeah. But as we were leaving, we noticed that one of the strings of lights on our house has gone out, and we were quite upset.
Already?
I know, they've been up for a week today.
Brand new.
Yeah, it's very odd. And it was only like half of a string.
We're going to take those suckers back for sure.
I have to go back to that store anyways to return something, so.
Turning that string of lights and tell them this is blurry.
Uh-oh, you can't see me. Hello? My final tip for someone who is looking to get into occupational therapy would be to contact the school or school near you or the school that you're thinking about going and see if you can talk to any of their professors, any of the students there. If you already know you're applying, I would definitely try to do that, especially if they don't have an interview, because they're not only interviewing you, but you want to get a feel for the school, and this is very blurry. Ooh, look at the fires. I think we should sit outside.
Even though it's going to be cold out.
Sitting outside. Ooh, oh, what a gentleman.
Yeah, we've been here one time, but only
After years. After you, sir.
Thank you, dear.
We got a table right next to the fire. He's even taking his jacket off.
Oh, I can feel it.
Chips. So yeah, we are having dinner right now, and then we will go to the Christmas show. Oh my gosh. Look at the amount of food.
Snow is snowing, wind is blowing, I will weather the storm. What do I care how much it may?
We found a parking spot, although it was quite difficult. We're trying to...
We're right. We're like the last light before it.
But she knows where the church is.
You know where the church is? We're like across the street from the church.
Behind the Cotton Patch Cafe. Okay. To summarize, if you're looking to become an occupational therapist, find an OT to talk to, find someone to shadow, find somewhere to volunteer, and see if you can talk to other students or faculty at the place you would like to apply. Hopefully this has given you some guidance. If you have like really detailed questions, just leave me a comment and I will try to reply. Now we're just waiting on Rico and Jen. Where are they? You made it!
I feel like we did church back over there?
Yes.
Okay. So when you're at the water tower, it's like over here.
So we thought you were parked like way back there.
You could be looking at the water tower from anywhere.
Right. I gotta be away from it to be able to see it.
Here's some tickets
We
for
got
you.
our tickets.
Oh wait, I gave you one too many. There we go.
Oh wow.
And I guess we're on the bottom floor. I was totally wrong.
2 and 3 and 1 and 4.
I've got my love to keep me warm. I can't remember was December. Watch the icicles fall. What do I care if icicles fall? I've got my love to keep me warm.
Merry Christmas! The show's over. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. I think it started out a little bit slow, but then he got into it at the end. And he did like a couple of different characters and it was pretty funny. Who was he supposed to be?
I think Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, Bruce Springsteen.
I think.
Where he does that, Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
Yeah, he came out in like all this costume.
No.
And then he started to go, Born in the USA.
He just started singing it without the band.
I don't know if that was planned or if he just did it spontaneously.
I think he definitely had planned it with them, but
Yeah.
they did a good
It
job.
was good,
playing
yeah.
along.
And then the best part, Santa came out and I got to shake Santa's hand. Oh geez, they're not stopping. Well, we're not in New York anymore.
That's that. You gotta stop sign.
Anyways, this concludes the first day of Vlogmas,
Yeah,
December 1st. It's a great way to start it with some Christmas jazz. Hope you enjoyed my OT information earlier. Hope you stick around for the next 24 days. I'll be here. You know where to find me. Any final thoughts?
www.youtube.com/Arwen says okay /73847GS7779 _ exclamation point. You know the link.
Yeah!